Okay, we're on.
All right.
All right, guys, welcome to the Boston Bank Convert Summit. And we are on our evening edition. We're on day 4, and we're here with LaKeisha Hankins, and she's going to be talking to us about how to profit from your passion, gift, or expertise. And this is a very important topic. So, LaKeisha, I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself and just tell everybody what you do and how you help your clients.
All right, absolutely. First of all, Cheryl, thank you so much again for, putting together this amazing platform for us to be able to, get on here, share and connect and really just empower other women to boss up in their business and life. As you said, my name is LaKeisha Hankins. I'm also known as a passion strategist. And what I help women do is really get clarity around their story and how to use their natural gifts, talents, and expertise to really just take that and cultivate it and create a system or package to be able to put out there into the marketplace. And simply say it, profit from what it is that you do, turn your ideas into income.
Right. Like I said, this is a very important topic because I know when I first started in online business, it wasn't about passion or anything. I don't even think I had discovered my gifts yet. It was just about, I just want to make some money so I can pay my bills. So it's so important that we get aligned and we are walking to, into our purpose and what we need to be actually, doing and profiting from that. So can you tell us, like, basically some action steps that women can take in order to profit, from their passion?
Yes, absolutely. Kind of like how you said, when we got started online, it was really just about making some extra income. But then I saw what the potential was, what could possibly turn into a profitable online business if I really just got focused on, pretty much what my purpose is and what my passion is. And, to be able to do that, it's like you really got to get clear about who you are,
Right.
What it is that you want, because a lot of times you attach a hold to so many other people's visions, goals, and dreams, and you lose sight of, who you are and what it is that you truly desire. So, really, getting clear, if it's sitting down, journaling, whatever works best for you, and writing down what it is that you like. And, also, I come across women all the time who are like, I don't know what it is that I like, especially
Right.
as you've given so much to your kids, your, family, ministry, and all these different things. And you kind of like put your goals and your dreams on a back burner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, just start making a list of topics that you like. And I I love Groupon, Groupon
Mm-hmm.
is a great place to go out there and take some different classes, go to some meetups and, see what it is that you like. Start, what books, like when you're reading a book, what things catch your attention where you can read it and it doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, here's another book and I'm not going to get through it. I'm not going to finish it. Magazines as well. Start thinking about what it is that, lights you up, that you can spend hours where you lose, sleep trying to figure out, working on it and not even realizing it. And that's been my thing the last 3 days. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm struggling during the day because I'm up late at night working on my passion, with having, events and all these different things coming up. But you don't really necessarily focus on the time because you love doing it. And I always say, what is that thing that you would do even if there was no money in it? So when times get hard, because, entrepreneurship, it is a journey. It's not all glitter and gold. There are months where it's slow and all these different things. But when you're passionate about something and you're doing it with purpose, you keep moving forward in it, right? You keep still, taking the necessary action steps and you rolling up your sleeves and doing what's necessary, getting out there and doing the work. So that's what I mean by, really getting clear on what it is that you're passionate about and taking that and, being able to, package it into
Package it.
to a system or, a product or service that the marketplace will pay you for.
Right. I think it's so important to be clear and, clarity and self-discovery is very important. I think as we go along on our journey, we start to access our inner self and, start that journey of this self-discovery so that we can get in alignment with what we need to be doing, or what we love to do. And I just think it's so important that as women, we really get focused because we can lose ourselves, because we have so many hats, we do so many different things, and it's like it's easy to just, not know.
I just said I'll get to it next,
Yeah,
tomorrow or
we
next
put it
week,
off, and
6 months, and here we are a year later, and that thing is still coming back to you like, oh, you know what? So now's the time. So like, I'm like, if you have some dreams, some hopes, some desires that you kind of like placed on the back burner, this is the season, pick them up. And, I always say just take action, especially online. I think people, compare themselves a lot.
All the time.
Like, really just blooming where you're planted at, making sure you, like I said, clear about what it is that you want and your goals. You set your goals and make sure there's something that you want and it's realistic, because when you do that, when you set goals that are too big or somebody else's goals, you become overwhelmed and you put things on hold and stuff. So, you just be realistic, don't put timelines for say on yourself, like if you're a procrastinator, that's different. But if it's, hey, just, pushing yourself out there just to do it because you see someone else is getting theirs done within 60 days, that's not in alignment with who you are, so you got to make sure it's in alignment, because if not, hey, you end up putting it down and then it's another goal, and dream that you've kind of like, that gets delayed.
Yeah, I think it's so important to talk about that comparison thing, because we do that all the time.
Yes.
We see people having all this success, but they can be on their year 10 and we're on our year 2 and we're just comparing ourselves to that, but we don't know what they went through.
Right. You don't know the story, the backstory of it all, and, what their environment is set up like.
Right.
Any of that. So I'm always like, what's for you is for you. Let that be inspiration to you as far as what is possible, but keep moving forward, stay focused on what you're doing in your, in your own lane.
Exactly.
Don't compare yourself.
Yeah. So if you had to start all over again, what would you do differently?
Oh my gosh. So
right.
Like, if I had to start all over again, it's the, definitely to get clarity, not, focusing on the money aspect of it, but being willing to invest in yourself. So when I started on this journey of coaching and, things of that sort, there's all these different programs and products, you can find so much online, but at the same time, some of it, sometimes you can get so far with free, free can only get you so far. You got to be willing to invest in yourself and not necessarily looking at the price tag, but looking at the benefits, looking at the transformation that you're going to get from something. That's what I would do differently. I would invest in myself and I wouldn't try to do it alone. Like, I definitely have gotten so much farther with having a mentor or someone else to help me do it. Google, YouTube, certifications, they all got me so far, but my next level, I couldn't do it by myself. And I always tell people, like, if your next level, if your vision, if you can fulfill it by yourself, then you're not dreaming big enough, that your vision is not big enough if you can do it all by yourself, so I would definitely have a mentor and not be afraid to invest in myself, because when I look at how much money I spent in all the little products, get into like this big group, I could, this big mastermind or a mastermind that cost me, over 5,000, or 10,000 or something like that. I realized that, hey, I could have definitely made my money back, and I was able to triple my, make my money back faster.
Right.
It's based on that.
Yeah, I think in the beginning, I accumulated so many products and stuff. I had so much stuff on my computer, and it was like, I was just collecting information. I wasn't really implementing, because that's what we do.
Yes, I got boxes over here still with information and ideas that I need to just let go.
That's what we do. Like, I would say, invest in yourself right from the get-go if you can, or as soon as you can, because you really can't do it by yourself. And like you said, that next level, if it's that important to you, you will invest in yourself. A lot of people, they get burned by, coaches, or they feel like, oh, I didn't get what I needed from that coach and I don't want to do it. I don't want to invest again. But sometimes it's you that didn't do the work. Or
maybe you didn't do the necessarily research. I'm like, you can't just get
or you didn't
too on a pretty website,
right?
Because nowadays a lot of the websites and stuff, they are, really making sure that when you're doing a call, because if you're high level and you're investing in something at high level, there's usually a conversation or a call that takes place, and you have to know the difference in what's cookie cut. And when somebody is really, truly trying to give you, the necessary steps on what it takes to take your business to the next level, versus saying, oh, you need to have a website, you need to be on Facebook, you need to do all this stuff. So anybody can give you some generic advice, but really, paying attention to that and not really getting sold. You got to make sure you're not getting sold. So you got to make sure you have your discernment. You do your research on what it is that you want and where you're trying to go for your next level, and, check out their credentials. Ask them what's their story, what they struggled with, as well.
Absolutely. And yeah, just making sure that they're a good fit because some,
Mhm.
because you're not going to be, everybody's not,
Everybody's not a great fit.
for you. Yeah. Yeah. So what can women do to stand out as a leader? Because it's a lot of noise online.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
how that goes.
Yeah, so definitely to stand out as a leader, I would definitely say get clear on what your message is and
Hmm.
who your message is for. So when then you show up in the marketplace, they know exactly that you're talking to them, right? That it stands out. And also, making sure you're consistent with whatever it is that you desire to do, making sure that you're consistently showing up and giving value
Yeah.
out there. And that's kind of like what's going to make you stand apart from everyone else that's out there and stand apart from the noise, is making sure that you take time to do that.
Yeah. I think consistency is what we struggle with mostly.
Yes.
Um, Putting ourselves out there because it's so easy to get discouraged if you hear crickets,
Yes.
and then you want to just throw your hands up, oh, it's not working, so let me do something different or whatever. But if you just stay in your lane and you keep going,
And
you'll
it takes
eventually,
time.
yeah, it takes time.
A
It's just
lot of
not an
times people
overnight
want
thing.
microwave success, and
Hmm.
they're like, oh, if I'm not getting results in a week or two, then this is not
Hmm.
working. And it's like, you got to give these marketing strategies time.
Right.
People are trying to say, okay, are you serious? Are you really, here in the game? Because when I'm investing, I want somebody I know that, has some skin in the game, that they're
Hmm.
not just doing this for a hobby. I don't want somebody playing around with my dreams,
Right.
kind of thing. So think of it from that standpoint. Would your customers, would your clients want to work with you? And what are you looking for in a leader? And you be that, you be that leader. you
Hmm.
know
Absolutely. So if somebody is struggling with making consistent income, which, like you said in the beginning, can be up and down. Some months you'll make money, some months you may not make as much money, or you may make no money. So, what advice would you give people that are struggling with that type of thing? With just making
Right.
consistent
Yeah. So if they're
income.
struggling, if you're definitely not making any money, sometimes it's time to let some things go. Sometimes we're
Mm,
passionate about something, but maybe we didn't do the necessary work to validate that idea and make sure there's a place for it in the marketplace. So you can't, as an entrepreneur, wear your emotions on your sleeves, right?
right.
So just because you're passionate about something, you got to make sure that it's going to make some money first.
Hmm.
Test it, do your marketing research as far as like, connecting with other, whoever, I always say women because that's my idea, connecting with
Yeah.
other, women or men, and, asking them questions, seeing what their issues are, what their problems are, and making sure you have a solution and it's something that they're willing to, to pay for. So you got to, do that. And then, I always tell people to focus on your niche. A lot of
Hmm.
times they're scared to narrow down their niche because they're scared they're going to leave money on the table.
Hmm.
But I believe that you manifest more because then that your messaging is not all over the place. You're focused on one thing, and that's what they know you for. And from that, you can be able to leverage it and create multiple products just from that one niche. You can, especially in the nowadays of online, you can be able to create a workshop, create a webinar, some digital products. You can sell it in different, aspects. So you're not limited to one way of, generating income.
Hmm.
So whether it's a group coaching, service coaching, a book, all these different things. So I would definitely say go back to the drawing board, and maybe you need to reevaluate what it is that you're doing. Maybe it's time to let it go, or if it's something that works because you did the necessary, research and, did phone interviews and conducted a survey, maybe it's your messaging. So you got to make sure that your messaging is clear. And when you're doing these surveys, start listening to your ideal clients, the way that they speak and stuff, So I may say, oh, profit from your passion. But when I'm talking to my girls, it's like, do you want to make money doing what you love? Because sometimes I think we
Hmm.
get really fancy with the whole wording and stuff nowadays because I'm trying to be
Yeah.
all cute and stuff, but it gets lost in the translation. When I'm telling people focus down and narrow down your niche and stuff like that, people who are already entrepreneurs or maybe in the coaching industry understand that.
Yeah.
But when I'm just talking to, Rachel over here who has no idea about any of that, she doesn't know what a niche is.
Right.
So really just making sure that your marketing, your messaging resonates with your ideal clients where they are in their business.
Yeah, I think doing market research is important, and to do it often because things change. And I think always getting feedback from your target market, assessing what they need at the
Yeah.
moment, serving, being a solution to those problems. I think that really has a big deal in whether you're making consistent income too, because
Yeah.
you have to show up and be
You got to
that,
show up.
yeah, that
Because
person.
you're evolving, they're evolving as well, too.
Hmm.
Like you said, your products and stuff, change. What worked, maybe a year ago may have, changed and,
Yeah.
all those different things. So you got to stay in the know and know what's going on also with whatever industry you're in.
Right. And also, like you said, stay on target with your message because your
Mhm.
messaging is so important.
Yes, absolutely.
This is just as important as showing up every day to do what you have to do. So what book has helped you on your journey?
So I definitely have several, but really what has helped me, oh my gosh, like this last year is one of the ones that my mentor, I thought it was in my office, it's in the living room, is The Happy Pocket Full of Money.
Okay.
And this is a great book, and it's about raising your vibration around
Hmm.
money,
Oh,
and that energy. Because like for me, I struggled with increasing my prices, with knowing my my value and stuff, and then especially coming from the industry of I didn't network marketing before, so I felt like I was attracting some of the same people, and I'm like, okay, well, they're not at the level to, I'm attracting people who are saying no to my pricing, kind of thing. And I
hmm,
was like, and then I stopped showing up in the marketplace at some point, and I was like, it's different when I had a physical product versus now I have something that's not tangible, but it's
yeah,
providing a transformation. So really just understanding what it is that you have to offer and who you are, and how when you step into a room or when you present yourself, how that vibration is there, and then how your clients are there. So really just, it's all about studying money and energy, personal development, and changing your money story.
that's good. That's really important. Raising your vibration because I know that we tend to, well, we can. I'm not going to say everybody does it, but we don't always stick to our rates that we really want to charge because we feel like, okay, they're not going to buy it if we're too high, and if we're too low, then they kind of devalue it. You know,
Right.
so it's like it's so up and down with how we feel about money, and so it's
Yeah.
important to have books like that, that we can learn how to really just own our value, and like you said, raise our vibration. Like that's so amazing.
Yes, because it's definitely easy to, like you say, to get caught up in, going back and forth with your prices and all those
Hmm.
different things. If you have people that are not, saying yes, and you're starting to, second guess yourself and question yourself. But at the same time, you're looking over there and you're like, gosh, this person is doing the same thing. And
Yeah,
I feel like I'm giving more value, but I'm not getting people to, sign up in my, my purchase my products and my services. And it's really, the mindset, start doing more so work on you. I always say you got to work harder on yourself than you do in your business. There's some systems and automation that you can put in place in your business, but you can't do that with your personal development. You can't do that with your
that's true.
your personal growth and stuff. So you have to work on yourself. I believe, spending
Every day.
daily,
Hmm.
15, 30 minutes, if that's all you got, then do that, and then from there, you do your IPAs, or as we know them, our income producing activities.
Yep.
Focus on those.
I
Don't get
remember
caught up
that.
in, that whole busy aspect of fixing your website and
Hmm.
PDFs if it's not making money.
Yeah, I think because I know when I used to do it, I used to like discount my prices. If I felt like people weren't buying the prices that I wanted to charge, I would
Mhm.
discount. And it makes you feel icky. It just makes you feel, it's like,
Yes, it felt icky. I stopped showing
yeah,
up because I was like, I really don't. I know it's more than this, this 197 or this
yeah.
297. So I stopped showing up, too, because
Hmm.
you put it out there, and I was like, I really don't want nobody to sign up for that because my time is worth more than that, type of thing. So yeah, so you stop showing up. You play it
Yep.
small.
Yep. Playing small. Yep. And like you said, it's a daily thing, like the mindset thing, personal development, everything, all of that is just a daily thing because we battle with we have those battles. I mean, those are real battles that we
Right.
have every
It's
day.
serious. So it's like you're constantly at war with the conscious mind and your subconscious, and trying to get them on the same page so they're not at war with each other. So yeah, it's a process, and it's a daily process. But if you do necessary work, you'll succeed in business, in life, whatever it is that you desire to do. Definitely believe in the whole law of attraction and how that works in our life and works against us as well.
Right, that's true, and it's definitely not an overnight thing. You have to continue to work at it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a consistency again, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, LaKeisha, what do you have? You have an offer for our audience, our listeners?
I do. I was trying to find my sheet. Yes. So for those of you who are interested in launching or starting an online business, I have a free checklist, and
I think I
gave you the link.
Yeah, I think you did.
So I have a free checklist for those to walk you through the whole process of what it is that you need to launch an online business and be able to, profit from your ideas.
Cool. And how can people get in touch with you further to learn more about you and all that you do?
So you definitely want to visit me over at LaKeishaHankins.com, and that's LaKeisha Hankins HANKINS.com, or follow me over on Facebook, or at LaKeisha Hankins, and I'm also over there on Instagram.
Okay.
As well. I'm saying this and I'm thinking about the whole little shutdown yesterday.
I know, right?
I'm on LinkedIn too, but I'm not really active over there.
Yeah.
I need to be more active over there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Would love to stay connected, and like I said, this has been amazing to be able to just this whole week of just watching the awesome lineup that you've had.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad to have you pour into us like this, and because I know there's a lot of people that really want to start their business and they just don't know where to start. So guys, get with LaKeisha. She's here for you to help you through it. So and also for the replays, and I'm going to send a link, her links in an email, so sign up for that at thenowsummit.com. And so once again, LaKeisha, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, so we'll talk to you soon.
All right.